Well, yesterday we were here on the same beach, and we thought it was odd because, well, we saw lots of pelicans like over there today. And let's go down this way, Cheri, toward the pelicans. And, well, not only did we see pelicans feeding off these large schools of fish, because I went out to go swimming, but then we started seeing dolphins and, well, not just a few dolphins, quite a few large dolphins. And, oh my, well, we started seeing humpback whales. First time ever on the beach. We got to see dolphins and large whales. They were all feeding on this super abundant school of fish that were just everywhere. That's what the pelicans were feeding on as well. All right, you want to walk into toward the sun? Well, of course we didn't have the camera going. We didn't have any drone footage because I was going to go swimming. But trying to catch up with Cheri. She's drone dodging. But the fishermen and all, that was a good sign. The pelicans, that was a great sign. Then seeing the dolphins, of course, any day you see dolphins is a good thing. But that was our first time from the beach ever seeing multiple humpback whales. But I got to admit, after going swimming, there were a lot of fish, just billions and billions of little tiny fish. And I swam out to about chest deep, or waded out, and I thought I'd wait, let the parade go by, and then go further. Well, thing is, it was unending. It just it kept going by the billions. It would never stop. So I decided to just be still and let the pelicans do their thing and get their giant beakful, mouthful of water with dozens and dozens of little fish in it, and then they drain the water out, and then they choke down the mouthful of fish. But I guess the same thing was going on with the dolphins and the whales. They were all just taking advantage of this spring abundance. That Bella did great yesterday. She got wet with her feet, and then it didn't seem to bother her at all. Is that flying a little close to you, Cheri? Change spots. Yeah. Well, we do have a nice sound of the ocean today. I hope it's as clear as it was yesterday. Someday we're going to get a submersible drone, one that can follow me underwater, if they ever invent such a thing. But this is just to show you how beautiful this beach here at home is. It's just a handful of people. There's always more birds and seagulls, pelicans, and all kinds of marine animals than there are people. But today's a pretty good day as far as having lots of fishermen out. That's probably a sign from yesterday. Should we head back the other way, dear? She's still going. Okay. Okay. Now it should figure out that we're going to go the other way. The logic for following on this drone is pretty incredible. I was personally amazed first time I heard the audio quality through the phone, because well, our technology is just getting amazing. Did watch an interesting video yesterday where they're talking about how DeepSeek is using training data that they get from Chinese, the 1.4 billion people in China, to get ahead of the U.S. technological lead in the race for AI. But what I'm wondering is if this DJI drone is actually sending visual data through some kind of algorithm to China so they can learn more about what's going on in the real world for modeling training on AI. This hill over here behind the Oxo, that's Cerro de Creston. We live on the west side of that, facing those pointed mountains called Tetcawi. So technically, as the drone flies, we're about 300, 400 yards from our house, at where we're at now. But we have started driving the truck down to the beach because, well, Bella doesn't like the gravel on our street. It hurts her feet. So we just get her straight down to the beach and she can have a little easier walk on her little paws. And, well, it's all about Bella at this point. We are planning to go to the hotel in Benamichi, La Posada del Rio Sonora, on Monday to work on a few projects before we head north for the summer. And what's on our agenda is hooking up an electric motor to some ductwork I installed sometime back in the kitchen to act as an extractor fan to take smoke and heat out of the kitchen and export it to the courtyard. But we also have some metal door grates that are kind of like screening that have started rusting. So we're going to put some phosphoric acid, a rust converter, on the rust portions and let that chemically react, and then rinse it off and then go back and repaint the screens. So hopefully it'll last for 3 or 4 years before it needs recoating again. But that should be enough for today, so I'm going to bring it in and land.